What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm back. I promised myself I wouldn't have to do these, but guess I have to at this point. 3 matches back to back to back, because I missed them all throughout the week. I've been really busy. I got a new job now. I mean, I've been really busy with the job interview and all the stuff I need to do to get that job, but this kind of might mean that I'll have less time to do Schmoedown reactions going forward. I don't know, we'll see. I don't have my full schedule just yet, but I'm just letting you know that it's going to be very difficult for me to keep up these Schmoedown reactions while also trying to do my own videos on my channel. So that's my quick PSA for today. In any case, let's actually jump into the actual match itself. Bradley Tingle versus Ty Lieberman, 2 new rookies I know basically nothing about, other than the fact that Ty Lieberman was from the S.W.A.G and Bradley Tingle is from S.W.A.G. One of the main reasons I'm wearing this hoodie, I have 3 right now, but I always want to represent something when watching a Schmoedown match and doing a reaction. And since I don't have the S.W.A.G hoodie, I'm going to be wearing S.W.A.G for all 3 of these matches that I'm about to watch. In any case, it's a singles match, so I have my red marker. Let me see if I can get to at least 10 correct questions this time. And here we go.
I'm really excited to bring you guys an exciting, awesome season full of matches that you guys are going to freak out over. On Wednesday, April 7th, 2 new rookies. Now, I love this guy. The Tyrant Ty Lieberman will face Bradley Tingle. On Thursday, April 8th, Griffin Newman against Mark Hoik. Friday, April 9th, Eric Whiteley versus John Hoey. On April 9th, we have a throwdown. Sassy Stacey Howard as she takes on Kevin Goodenough Smith. And in the main event, Adam Collins and his horrendous manager, Shannon Plastic Crown Barney, will face off against Dan Merle. So I hope you're all happy. Do you want to send me fan mail? Don't. I don't like you losers. You're blessed to have me, okay? Bye.
I won't be watching the pay-per-view match today, just to point that out, because I'm kind of pressed for time at the moment. Oh. The loser walks alone on the streets of Loserville. He's got to do something about that hair at some point, don't you think? Yeah, I'm not repping his team, by the way. Totally not. I'm totally not on this guy's team. What the hell?
I tried. I don't know what else to do.
What went wrong?
Is he talking to
I was so
Vader?
sure Ace was gonna turn, but he's loyal to a fault. And the Harris brothers are clueless. Like, Lon didn't even know he was on S.W.A.G. I feel like I failed you. You convinced me that Winston wasn't going to be less focused on me this season, and you were right. When you approached me in the off-season, it all made sense.
And what now?
It still does. It still does make sense. I think you should be the manager of S.W.A.G, but no one else understands our vision. And Laura's getting frustrated now. I'm afraid she wants to go back to Shannon again. There's no one left to turn.
There may be another.
Who?
Oyama.
Uyama? There's no way.
I guess
will
that.
Turn. Just remind Paul that he defeated Bibbs on his own. And it wasn't until Winston interfered that he got TKO. Then let Paul know that against his better judgment, he was stuck to team with Lon. Paul will turn, Winston will resign, and I will take over.
Yes. You think it'll work?
Trust me.
Yeah, that was so obvious. I love it.
No, I'm sturdy like a Millie Rocket. Skin clear, still look young. Andy Miller knockers, money in my pocket. Don't call me a money pocket. Engine get to rocket. It sound like a thunder rocket. Yeah.
It was kind of obvious it was him. You can guess from the silhouette of his body, but still, it was a fun review.
Hello, everyone. everybody, and welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. It's another week, it's another match, it's April, and we are excited because what a match it is today. The Finstock Exchange going up against S.W.A.G. That's right, Lieberman versus Tingle. Mark, I am ready.
Tingle Mark.
Christian, we get rookies, and what a showing we've already seen from the Rooks this season. It's called War. The last season was called The New Era, but we have a lot of new blood coming in here, and not only making an appearance and having a fun entrance in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, but actually winning matches and dominating games. Somebody's going to come out of here with a W eventually. It might take sudden death to do so, because between these two foes, and look at these two factions in general, we're starting to see some rivalries bubble up, some trash talk going back and forth, and that's the kind of muck you want to rake before a Movie Trivia Schmoedown contest.
Well, you look at what Dagnino has changed his entire structure of his team. He and Sam Levine drafted rookie heavy. I think they both drafted around 8 rookies apiece, and Gucci's going all in on it. He's going all in on it, and he's making sure he's been calling himself the 86 Mets. He's been saying that this is kind of built out ragtag team, and Winston Marshall has 1 rookie on his team, and we're about to see him here today. So this is a very it's a different strategy, because last year S.W.A.G wasn't supposed to be the number 2 team. It was, that guy used to play in Inner Geekdom in teams. Is he going to be an okay manager? He became one of the best managers. It was between him and Shannon Barney. It was a race to see who would be manager of the year. Dagnino, who was a 3-time manager, is fighting for his legacy this year because he did not have a great season last season. No, I see the private chat. You're a moron. All right, keep going.
It's hard to call someone who's a 3-time Schmoedown Manager of the Year a flash in the pan, but I've started to see whispers online of folks saying that it's from a bygone era. It's not as heavily weighted as perhaps winning, say, this season would. And so Gucci looking for respect, and S.W.A.G just looking to keep that fresh outlook, trying to infuse his competitors with a lot of positive energy. That's what Winston Marshall's known for. Will he be able to do it with his Rook? So if you're wondering who Ty Lieberman or who Bradley Tingle are, what they're all about, while I question Christian on his use of ragtag when you're talking about Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden, why don't everybody at home or wherever you are watching this match right now enjoy another classic promo from our own Nerd Chronic.
Let's see what you got.
Ethan Irwin brought in 2 people to play in this league. One was Liz Shannon Miller. The other one was Barbarian. The other one is Ty Lieberman.
I'm a very busy man and time is of the essence, so I will keep this brief. My name is Tyler Lieberman. You can call me Tyler or Ty. I prefer the Tyrant, because I joined the Schmoedown in a quest for absolute dominion over the rest of the league.
Everybody in the exchange are characters in their own right. It's crazy!
Again, another interesting selection from the Finstock Exchange, and I also feel like Tom Dagnino has said every player that he has drafted so far is the best player in the draft. I don't know how many times he can repeat the same sentiment and it still hold true.
To let a guy like Ty Lieberman fall this late in the draft is just complete stupidity. This man's IQ is like over 200.
Why is he
I don't consider
in
myself a rookie at all. I'm just a player who hasn't had a match yet. My first opponent, I don't even remember his name. Brian Dingle, Chris Kringle, Christian Mingle. I'll just call him Jeffrey.
The Sound of Music. You pick me, you get memory. That's what you get.
I'm one of the factions that took very few rookies. There's really only one that stood out to me, and honestly, it was the one that got in touch with his inner kid. So I've got in touch with my inner kid.
This is Bradley the Cube Tingle here, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to be Ty the Tyrant Lieberman. First off, why do they call him a tyrant?
The Schmoedown has been, pretty well run for the last 7 years, but you have to admit you've reached a level of mediocrity that needs a jump start, and that's what I'm here for.
I'm pretty sure the only reason he's called the Tyrant is because he talks a lot.
Jeffries have to reach out to managers begging to be drafted. Jeffries have to go on 20 podcasts just to get attention. Jeffries get 75% on a Sporkle quiz, pat themselves on the back, and think they're elite.
How does somebody like this fall through the cracks? Because nobody pays attention.
He's someone whose movie trivia I put on the same level as my own.
Tyrant, what does he reign over? Does he, yell at his neighbor because he leaves his cans out too long?
I have one thing no other competitor has. I have the tie. MDB. And as one of 8 first-year players on the Finstock Exchange, we are going to shock the world.
The game is all about the mind. Cue cards and algorithms. That's the way to winning. Not talking and boasting.
And I texted him and I said, that's a beautiful scarf. Guess what arrived not 20 minutes ago? That's what he thinks about me as a player. That's the kind of manager that anybody needs.
I'm not scared of any of the rookies that are coming in, but y'all should be damn afraid of Brad here.
Because when I'm done, it won't be the singles league. It'll be Tingle's league.
Tingle smash.
Tingle
The
smash.
Schmoedown needs something. It needs a little tyrancy. It needs a little Ty Lieberman.
But I can save the Schmoedown. And as a conquering hero, with ruthless oppression and savage grace. And I'm entering the league at just the right time. End of Tyrant.
Like I said, all the
What I will
Finstock
say about
Exchange
Gucci,
are
he is
crazy,
fitting
kooky
his
characters.
team with people that seem like they might have been cloned from some part of his personality in some aspect, because Ty Lieberman, the tyrant, seems like he fits in perfectly with the Finstock Exchange. The how just the over the top, the arrogance, all that. Then you switch it over and you look at the cube. You look at Tingle, and I'll tell you what, this guy impressed me with his audition tape. He's sitting there twisting the Rubik's Cube and going through all these, answering these questions. Can it transfer over? Can it transfer over today? Does he retain the knowledge inside of the game? This is another matchup of these two high-profile rookies on these squads that can mean a lot. It's 2 points. It's 2 points. And it's not 4, it's not 7. It's 2 big points because it's the debut of both of these guys here today, Mark.
It took me until last week to learn that a Rubik's Cube, the goal was actually all the colors on the same side. I thought it was a fun toy, but I think that this matchup, Christian, is going to teach us one thing and one thing only. Well, maybe two. I don't know. Does Gucci have it anymore? I think that's the question I have coming into it, because he did draft rookie heavy, like you said. And so maybe is he just trying to wipe his own slate clean and build from scratch? And maybe like a Belichick-Brady rivalry, say, no, I can build a championship from the ground up. Here we go. He can take another huge step towards that today.
All right, partner, are you ready?
I am pumped for it. I am strangely, did I do steroids? I feel like I'm unnaturally pumped up.
Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. Introducing first, representing the Finstock Exchange, making his Schmoedown debut, the Tyrant, Ty Lieberman! Tyrant, Ty Lieberman. This is the first time had an opportunity to speak to here. Ty, what has it been like training with the Exchange and getting ready for this match?
Well, it's been an honor to be on the Finstock Exchange. I know we have a very young team, but we have some of the best veterans to ever play the game. In fact, if I had to make a Mount Rushmore, it would be John Roca and the 3 floating JTE heads that we used to have in the game. That's my top 4.
It's fair.
I don't know if that is fair, interesting take on that. But let me ask you here. You come in here and you really want to establish your legacy and hit the ground running. So what do you want all of the fans watching us right now to know about your style of play, your gamesmanship?
This might be my first match, but I don't consider myself a rookie. You haven't seen me, but I've been watching the game for years. I know these competitors very, very well. And I'm not going to take it easy on any of them. They call me the Tyrant because I have ruthless oppression in me, and that is what I will inflict upon the Schmoedown universe.
All right, last question here for you there, Tyrant. Obviously, Winston Marshall, he's had a pretty good squad with his S.W.A.G crew last year, and Dagnino is looking to build. Do you have any words for your competitor here in Bradley Tingle and Winston Marshall?
For Winston, no, I really don't know much about him. I don't really have anything to add. I feel like everybody online, they're already taking a dump on him, so I'll let them continue to do so and stay out of the way. As for Bradley Tingle, I know he's the master of the Rubik's Cube, but there's two ways to solve a Rubik's Cube. You can study for months, or you can just buy some different colored stickers. I'm the kind of guy who buys the stickers. I solve the cube in a different way.
So you're cheating.
All right, thank you to the Tyrant. Really appreciate that. And now we await his opponent. And his opponent, representing S.W.A.G, making his Schmoedown debut, the Cube, Bradley Tingle! There he is, and with that cube, man, listen, I will be honest with you. That was one of the tapes that I saw in the Facebook group. And when you're out there and you're spinning that and you're getting those, how long you been doing that? How long you been working with that thing and getting those questions and training with the cube?
Oh, with the cube, that's been a recent thing. I thought I'd just incorporate that after I decided to toss my hat in the ring of the Schmoedown.
You and I have known each other for a fair amount of years here, Brad. Can you tell everybody what it was like when we did that little impromptu bar Schmoedown way up there in Canada, north of the wall, and how it felt when you actually defeated Kareem, I think, in overtime?
It was unreal. It's been a dream come true to be a part of this, and I can assure you that it was one of the highlights of my life, and I just kept working at it. I kept practicing. I kept watching as much as I could just to make sure that I try to analyze every aspect of the game, and that includes being there and going to matches, watching the Schmoedown live, and I've been a fan for years, and I can't wait to get started.
All right, so last question here for you, Bradley, before we start the match here. You obviously have seen the Tyrant. He seems to be perfect for the Finstock Exchange. You've been a fan of the game for a long time. You've seen what Gucci is capable of. So does any of that go into your planning when you have to face people like this, or you just play the game and see what happens?
I think you got to play the game and see what happens, because you can overthink things, you can plan ahead, you can study, and I think it's better to be prepared and know how to solve the cube and not go about it any other way.
All right. Well, we thank you, Bradley. And Mark, the rules of round number 1, how do they go?
Gentlemen, I'm pretty sure you're somewhat familiar with the rules, but I'll read them aloud once again for everyone at home, or better yet, I'll just do it by memory. First of all, no illegal stickers on any Rubik's Cube during the duration of the match. As for round number 1, which we're about to enter into, 8 questions are asked to the field of competition. Each question is worth a point. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing, at least not in round 1. There isn't. Wink, wink. As soon as we ask the question, you have 15 seconds to get the answer from your head into your pen or writing utensil onto whatever piece of paper or writing board you prefer. Once we ask you by name, please show what you wrote to the camera. At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone. You each have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. That's if you're not sure you heard a question right, you want us to repeat it, you just want to buy yourself another 15 seconds, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge you may utilize at any point throughout the 3-round match. We'll bring in your manager. You can discuss. Once you present your case, they will ultimately confirm and ratify that said challenge is taking place. At that point, we will take a break, make our ruling, announce it, and move on with the match, never to be spoken of again. All right, Christian, I see nothing but focus and desire and heart with these 2 gentlemen.
All right, well, we ask, Bradley, are you ready?
I'm ready.
And Ty, are you ready?
I was ready 20 minutes ago, sure.
Then let's get ready
to Schmoedown. Round number one. Question number one in the realm of fantasy sci-fi.
Fantasy sci-fi.
Gentlemen, which movie franchise has featured performances from Samuel L. Jackson, Julianne Moore, William H. Macy, and Bryce Dallas Howard?
I just love a True Lies poster in the background, Christian. I'll be honest with you.
Me too.
Oh, I didn't even know I was setting you up for it.
I'd guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. And Bradley.
I didn't have anything.
Jurassic Park.
And Ty.
Jurassic Park.
Yes. 1 point. So first blood there, and the Tyrant goes up 1-0 as we get to question number 2.
We go to movie release dates. In honor of Scott freaking Mance, here's your question for a point. What year saw the release of the animated films Tangled, Despicable Me, and Toy Story 3?
Thank you.
Which one did the best at the box office, Christian? You got that intel?
I would have to say it was the last one you mentioned. And 5.
Made $1 billion.
4, 3.
And an Academy Award
1.
nomination.
Pens down.
Best
Ty.
Picture. 2010.
2010.
Yes, sir. And Bradley.
2010.
Okay, so go here 2-1. Tie up by 1 as we get to question number 3. 2000s movies. 2000s. Reese Witherspoon, Carl Weathers, Harvey Keitel, and Reese Ifans appear in which Adam Sandler film?
I miss telling jokes up there in Canada, Christian. Good folk up there. I know we got a lot of Canadian fans. Looking forward to seeing you all very soon. Maybe I bring a friend.
JTE, please.
All right, first one. Here it is for Ty. Reese Witherspoon, Carl Weathers, Harvey Keitel, and Reese Ifans appear in which Adam Sandler film?
Did the Sony Center up there. And I also did a comedy shoebox.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. 5, 4,
Divergent.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. And Bradley.
Pixels.
Didn't have it.
And Ty.
That's My Boy is wrong.
Looking for Little Nicky. Little Nicky was the answer. So 2-1.
That was
2-1.
2010s.
The perfect game is gone, but we now go to question number 4.
And that is in the category of famous actors and actresses. These are performers of note with gigantic bank accounts. And your question for a point. Which actress appeared in the films The Perks of Being a Wallflower, This Is the End, and 2019's Little Women? Getting hard to keep track of all the Little Women films. I think there's been like 7 adaptations.
Last one was pretty good, though.
You ever read the book?
5, 4, 3, 2,
I have no
1.
idea.
Pens down, please. And we start with Ty.
Is it Eliza Scanlon?
It is not. And Bradley.
Emma Watson?
Yes, tie game. Tie game 2-2. 2-2 as we get to our next question as Tingle gets that one and we get to question 5. Dramas.
I didn't know she was in the...
Who directed
Little
the
Women movie,
epic
but okay.
2020 drama, The Five Bloods?
Last good movie you saw, Christian?
Last good one or last one?
Ooh, that Ryan the Last Dragon was pretty fun.
Well, there you go. 5, 4. Wasn't the last one I saw. 3,
You got
2,
happy.
1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And Bradley.
Spike
Del
Lee.
Rey Lindo.
Yes, tie.
Okay, never mind.
Indeed.
All right.
there-
And
Del
we see
Rey
ourselves
Lindo
at
was an
3-3
actor
as we
in
get
the
to our
movie?
next question. Question number 6.
Both competitors settling in, feeling the flow. Your next category is comedies. Now, at least one from each of you. Here's the question. Who co-starred as Arnold Schwarzenegger's unlikely brother in the 1988 comedy Twins? I'll tell you who make great twins. My favorite twins of all time.
Oh.
Those 2 Twix you get.
What happened to peanut butter Twix? They still make peanut butter Twix? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down. And tie.
Sylvester Stallone.
Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Yes, Bradley.
Danny DeVito.
Correct. And we see ourselves tied up.
It's an
Tied up
unlikely
here at
brother, for
4-4
sure.
as we get to our next question. This is question 7. Which Oscar-winning actress turned director for the following films? Home for the Holidays, The Beaver, and Money Monster.
Not going to apologize for my reaction to that. Christian, if you're offered
never even heard of
Twix,
those
you
movies.
take
I asked
the
for the
cookie
one with peanut butter. No, peanut butter.
and the
Peanut butter.
caramel.
Peanut butter. Still has it. It's delicious. 5, 4, 3 with milk. 2, 1. Pens down, please. Pens down, please. And Bradley.
Jodie Foster.
Yes. Tie.
Really?
That sounds right.
How did you
Jodie
know she
Foster.
directed movies?
5-5. 5-5 tie game here, and now we
Actually,
get to the
yeah,
last
actually, I
question
did
in
know.
round number
I
1,
was
Mark.
Thinking of a different.
And that is in the category of mystery. Mystery is in who would like peanut butter Twix over real Twix. Here's the question for a point. Which David Fincher film follows a wealthy baker who becomes involved with a mysterious company called Consumer Recreation Services, or CRS? It's actually a wealthy banker. It's a wealthy banker. There it is.
Baker.
I was going to correct you.
Very different jobs.
Spell check.
You got me thinking about Twix now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Hashtag
down,
David
please. We
Fincher.
go to our first baker. And Bradley.
The Game.
Yes. Tie.
Delightful muffins in the game.
Yes, 6-6 as we find ourselves tied after round number 1. Good match. Both missed 2 as we now see ourselves 6-6 as we get to the second round. Mark, how do the rules of round number 2 go?
In round number 2, each competitor is going to get a spin
That's
at the
all I
wheel. Hey,
got.
it's your first wheel spin in the virtual wheel. We don't have the kind of money to ship it to your place yet. But once you spin it with your mind, you're going to get a category. Once you settle on your category, you're going to have 4 questions in that particular realm. Each question is worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. However, stealing, it is available in round number 2. So if you don't want someone to Lego your ego, you can use a multiple choice. They're free. Just ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. All right, Christian. So competitors know the rules. They're aware of stealing and all the dangers that lurk in spinning that thar wheel.
All right, so we are going to give Bradley Tingle here. You can choose. Do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
There he is.
60 seconds.
Beautifully done. Shake off it, shake it off. 2 does not. That's nothing. Doesn't mean anything. Yes, that's exactly what you need to do. Just loosen
Well,
up a little bit.
I wish you were here to do this for me, Gucci, but we'll have to make do with what we can.
We'll do it eventually. Fantastic nails, by the way, as well.
Thank
you know
you.
the deal here. Let's spin the wheel. Shake the cobwebs off. We're going to spin when we want. You used up one of your JT rules. Good use of it, by the way, because look, Little Nicky question shouldn't even be here. That movie's terrible. So let's go ahead and spin this wheel and see what's up.
Let's do it.
And here's the spin. The tie is looking, obviously, if he hits something he doesn't like, he can spin again.
Get it. Come on, wheel.
Unless it lands on opponent's choice, then he'll have to take whatever Bradley gives him. And here it is.
I like Little Nicky, I think.
Looking at Sigourney Weaver films. 60 seconds to decide.
Nah, I don't know. What do you think here?
It could be better, could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take it, though.
Okay.
I'm going to take it.
Okay.
Are you going to take Sigourney Weaver?
I agree with you. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, she's a
after
legend.
All right, after some...
We had drinks at the Cabana Club a few months before the quarantine, and we were going over her career, so I feel like I might have a good sense of this.
All right, so our competitors are back, and Ty, you are going to get 4 questions. 4 questions in the realm of Sigourney Weaver. All right, here you go. Sigourney Weaver plays Louise Walker, a warden at the Juvenile Detention Center Camp Green Lake, in what 2003 film?
Holes.
Yes, for 2 points. That is correct. All right. Sigourney Weaver starred in Aliens and which other film with James Cameron?
Avatar.
Oh,
2
yeah,
points.
that's right.
Here's the next one. Who co-stars with Sigourney Weaver as the title character in the 1993 comedy Dave?
Kevin Kline.
More points for Ty. And here is the last question.
Good.
Which 1981 political thriller stars William Hurt, Sigourney Weaver, and Christopher Plummer?
Eyewitness.
For 2 more points. Big pull there by Ty Lieberman. That was a massive pull at the last one there, and he sees himself wipe through that category. I tend to think that he might have put that on the wheel. He doesn't have to confirm that or not, but that seems like something big strategy there. All right, Winston is here. 60 seconds to talk to your competitor starting now.
First of all, peanut butter Twix, you're gross. Second of all, a banker? Nah, dude, a banker. Come on. I know you know how to read, Mr. Ellis. Third of all, amazing first round, man. I'm really proud of you. That's how you start off your Schmoedown career. So now let's just keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? They had a chance to kind of do their thing, handle their category. Now it's time for us to go and handle our categories. How are you feeling? Let me check in with you.
Feels good to get that first round out of the way and tied.
There it is,
no pun
man.
Intended.
Ha ha! I see you, boy. So big thing, 3 JTEs. Don't be afraid to take your time. This is round 2. Do not forget to go to multiple choice if you need it. But just have fun, man. We trained for this. You're ready, baby. So let's bring that wheel up and let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
And here is the spin. Here it is.
Tell you what, I smell a poll in the Schmoedown future. Peanut butter Twix or the correct answer?
I cannot believe that a lot of people don't even know. Our writer doesn't even know the peanut butter Twix was a thing.
Slarty.
Sly and Arnie. You get 60 seconds to decide starting now.
All right, so just looking at this, we know how we felt about this coming into it. The question is, I mean, it really would be a split about what we go forward. So I'll leave it up to you to make that decision. You know how comfortable you feel about this today. Let's test fate and see what happens, because that kind of tipped me off to where your mind's at right now. And I don't know if that's nerves, because you did fine with this in practice, but you don't sound confident. So I'd say we spin again.
Sure, it's my hunger for other things, perhaps too.
Peanut butter Twix.
All right,
for peanut butter Twix.
Thank you. All right, 5 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna
spin it again.
Here's the spin. Winston will be having a full box of peanut butter Twix sent to his house after this match,
and I will give them.
I don't. Get anything?
If he's paying for it, then
I will give them to my neighbor.
Yeah, I don't want them either.
Classics.
Classics.
All right, so now we're going
tough
to
category.
classics. 4 questions in the realm of classics. Mark, here we go.
All right, Brad, you and I have been here before. Tyron, what kind of wine you got there?
It's from the Finstock Reserve. Gucci's personal
Regret
winery.
asking already. So we go to the category of classics, spinning away from Sly and Arnie, spinning towards classics. Probably no answers of Red Heat in this category. For 2 points, Brad, your first of 4 questions is, what famous singer won an Oscar for his performance in From Here to Eternity?
Frank Sinatra.
It's a big 2 points early on in what could be a tough category. Correct.
All right.
And your next question, for 2 more points. Who won a Best Actress Oscar for 1968 and The Lion in Winter?
Katharine Hepburn.
2 more points, and Tingle seems to know his classics, Christian.
I think that he did the same thing Ty did to him. Here's the next one.
I can't even tell who's faking rope-it openers anymore. Your penultimate question, sir, in the world of classics is, you'll hear the line, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. In what 1940s Disney film?
1940s?
Multiple choice.
And your options for 1 point, is it A, Bambi, B, Dumbo, C, Pinocchio, or D, The Three Caballeros?
Pinocchio.
B.
Should have known that.
B is incorrect, and so now We go to your opponent. I'm going to give you your question and your multiple choice options before you wager a guess.
Pinocchio,
You'll hear the
Jiminy
line.
Cricket
If you
says
can't
it.
say something nice, don't say nothing at all. In what 1940s Disney film? Is it A, Bambi, B, Dumbo, C, Pinocchio, or D, The Three Caballeros?
A, Bambi.
It is Bambi, and that is a gigantic 1-point steal in the category of classics. And now, back to Tingle for a much-needed 2 points going into round number 3.
Yeah.
Here is your final question.
Yeah.
Who directed the
Thumper's
films?
father.
The Magnificent Ambersons, Journey into Fear, and The Stranger.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, John Ford, B, Billy Wilder, C, William Wyler, or D, Orson Welles?
C.
C is incorrect. So for another big 1-point steal, the question remains, who directed the films? The Magnificent Ambersons, Journey into Fear, and The Stranger. Was it A, John Ford, B, Billy Wilder, C, William Wyler, or D, Orson Welles?
D, Orson Welles.
The spokesperson for Ripple Wine
The
is
French.
the correct answer. And Christian Tingle had a good round cooking there, but Lieberman swoops in, steals a couple multiple choices from him, and all of a sudden we have ourselves a 6-point ball game in favor of Lieberman the Tyrant going into round 3.
Seems like both knew their classics, but Lieberman just knew a little bit more there in that particular round. But we do get to round number 3. Mark, how do the rules go?
Round number 3, where a total of 10 points are potentially on the table for each competitor. What we need from them is a series of numbers. You're going to give us 3 numbers each. These numbers may range from 1 to 20. You may not pick the same numerals as your opponent because each integer corresponds to a unique category of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how, not written by me. Your first question's worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3. Your final question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points. Should we end round 3 in a tie? That's what sudden death is for. We'll get there when we get there. In the meantime, because Tyrant, you enjoy a 6-point lead over Tingle, what 3 numbers from 1 to 20
Do
feel
enjoy
like?
that lead. I will say 9, 19, and 11.
9, 19, and 11 for the Tyrant, and for the Cube.
7, 12, and 3.
2 seconds, Gucci, starting now.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks, Gucci.
People think we lost our mind, but we actually found it. That's the way we operate around here. Now look, you got 2 JT rules left. He's down 16-10. He's going to have to answer 2, 3, or he's going to have to get 2 questions right here.
of the
5
year
and
so
another,
far.
or 2 or 3.
People think we
We're
lost
sitting
our
good.
minds,
I
but
like
we
it.
actually
Remember,
found it.
2 JT rules, very, very important. Just
Why
like-
do we name those after? Why do we name those after JTE? the
because
fashion guy?
he's just the best ever.
I
Let me
love
tell you
him.
something here. Tingle's going to need his cousin, Chris Kringle, to bring him some gifts here. I just don't think that's going to happen. Let's go.
All right, Winston, you got 60 seconds to talk to Bradley, starting now.
All right, man. So a couple of things here. First of all, you're a student of the game, so you know that people have come back from much larger margins before.
Yeah,
all right?
and in
So
some
take
cases
all that,
actually
put it
won.
out of your mind, because the truth is here. You are going to need to answer all 3 of these.
Mhm.
You only really need to get 1 in the last one to just for sure be in the safe zone, but we're going to need all 3. So, and you've done it multiple times in practice, so I ain't worried about it, all right?
Yep.
All 3 JTEs. You have the challenge. You know I'm listening just in case something comes up that's kind of funky. But the biggest thing to know here, you have been playing one hell of a game. We got saddlebagged with something that we didn't want, and you still handled your business. So I want you to go out here with all that swagger that you take when you solved that cube, when you made your audition tape, and understand this whole faction has got your back. I've got your back. And you just have fun, my guy. All right?
10 seconds.
Have fun.
All right.
Anything you wanna
Will
say
do,
before
sir.
I get
Thank
here?
you.
All right, Bradley, you got 3 questions here, and here is your first one. Here is your first one. That was category 7. Steven Spielberg films.
Mm-hmm.
Which Steven Spielberg film co-stars Lorraine Gray, Murray Hamilton, and Roy Scheider?
Jaws.
That is correct for 2 points. All right,
I was
2
gonna say
points.
Close Encounters,
And
but
we
Jaws
see
was the
ourselves
first
at
option.
the moment 16-12. Here is the 3-pointer for Bradley. Bradley chose category 12. That is in the realm of animated films. Animated films. Here is your 3-pointer. All right. Okay. Who voices the character of Doc Ock in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Catherine Hahn. It was Agatha
Catherine
all
Hahn.
along.
3 points. And now Tingle, trying to avoid the TKO, will try to hit his 5-pointer. If he hits it, it bounces back to Ty. If not, then Finstock Exchange and Ty Lieberman will win via TKO. Here it is. Category 3. Category 3. In the realm of thrillers. Thrillers. All right, for 5 points. For 5 points. Okay. You got the category thriller. Which famous musical artist plays a drug addict named Spoon in the 1997 comedy crime film Gridlocked? Five, 4, 3.
Can I use JTE, please?
Yes, you can. That's your first one. Here you go. Which famous musical artist plays a drug addict named Spoon in the 1997 comedy crime film Gridlocked? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Last one, please.
It's your second one. It's your
Oh.
second one.
Never mind.
All right.
Back to
Whi-
back.
What 19? Sorry. Which?
No, I was like, put both JTs back to back.
Which? Oh, you want which famous musical artist plays a drug addict named Spoon in the 1997 comedy crime film Gridlocked? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Last one.
This is your last one. Here it is. All right. Which famous musical artist plays a drug addict named Spoon in the 1997 comedy crime film Gridlocked? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your winner by way of technical knockout, the Tyrant, Ty Lieberman. The answer was Tupac Shakur. Tupac was the answer. And look at the exchange getting flowers.
Ty KO.
Boom. Tie KO.
A tie KO
Boom.
indeed.
Tie pack.
And right
Tie
there,
pack
the
Shakur.
exchange pulling off a big -1 there for S.W.A.G as we see ourselves 2 points for the exchange and a -1 for S.W.A.G. All right. Well, we are going to drop both the Tyrant and Gucci out. They'll be talking to S.W.A.G in just a moment. That was an impressive victory by Ty. He looked confident. He never looked rattled, and it looked like Bradley at the end there. He just, there were some that he just couldn't catch. The problem was that Ty knew the ones he didn't in classics, and like you said, Mark, those are 2 massive steals that helped build on that. It would have just been 4 points, but instead it was 6.
In a very tough category, and the Schmoedown is nothing without all the second guessing and Monday morning quarterbacking that even goes on in one's own head after a win or especially a loss. So Tingle going to be feeling that sting for just a little bit, but I think we saw more than enough from him today to say, yeah, not only is he a fun character to have, he also can answer a lot of correct movie trivia questions. So he is going to be a force to be reckoned with, but you talk about forces, then you talk about tyrants, and Christian winning by TKO in your very first match, that is a rare feat and one well earned by Lieberman.
And the exchange has done it twice now. Rick Radis did it. Ty Lieberman did it. And Brother Lomas almost did it. And and Gold Leader looked good. Dagnino is an idiot, but he might not be that stupid.
Okay. I like where that quote is. That's a good Lombardiism by you.
So let's now get to Steph Sabra. God
think
help
we
her
lost
as
our
she
minds,
is
but we
with
actually found
the
it.
tyrant, Ty Lieberman, and Bobby Gucci. Good luck, Steph.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Christian. Ty and Gucci, this has got to be
Thank you.
feeling
Hang on.
good.
Mom, for you. Brother.
Oh, still living with your mom, Ty, but congratulations,
No,
you got
she
this
pays
win.
rent. She pays rent at my place, Steph. Let's not
get that
jump to
twisted.
conclusions.
I'm glad you're setting the record straight. You set the record straight today with that TK. Oh, and
Yes,
you started celebrating
yes.
early
Ty
by pouring out
KO,
that
yes.
wine.
Ty KO. That's what we're
Ty
They're
KO.
not even letting
How
her
are you feeling?
speak. Come on,
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed for two reasons. One, the line was 3.5, and I only won by 1, but that's okay. Secondly, a lot of people have waited all weekend for this match. Patreon's getting on Monday, airs on a Wednesday, and they only got to see about, they probably only got to see 2/3 of a match. I didn't even have to answer any of the round 3 questions, so I just feel disappointed for all of the Tyrant fans out there who didn't get to see me, go for 26 points. But another day. Oh, 28 points. All right.
Gucci, I'm sure you disappointed a lot of people because a lot of people have been talking about if you still got it. You showed up here today and it looks like you do.
Look, like I said, upon drafting, every one of my draft picks should have been a first-round overall pick. That's just the facts.
Making a strong case for it.
I mean, we have the best players in the league. Now, I knew that I had a lot to prove this year. And like I said, everybody thought I lost my mind. But in reality,
He actually
I found it. And that's just the facts. Look at what we're doing here. We're taking out people. We're steamrolling people, just like I said we would.
You said you found it. How exactly did you find it? Was it in the rookies?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, I mean, look, I never really lost it. Other people thought I lost it. But I already knew that it was already there. We just needed to dig it back up. Look, I was dealing with a bunch of losers last year. Dan Merle, Burt Ward, a.k.a. Ben Bateman. Guys like that. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. So now we've started the season with brand new players, personality-wise. And like I said, when we started drafting, it wasn't about just, hey, can this guy play trivia? Or, hey, was he a fan of the league? No. We got the best at trivia, and we got the best character work stuff here. And that's proven in the last couple of matches. I'd say everybody look out.
Gucci, I got to stop you there because you just called the #1 contender, Dan Merle, a loser. Did I hear that right?
I called him in last year, and I'm calling him it this year.
Wow.
I mean, the man lost the belt 4 times.
Yeah, who does that?
And now Tyrant, a rookie, you're calling Dan Merle the champion. You're doubling down and calling him a loser. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm just saying he lost the belt 4 times. He got the belt 4 times, but he doesn't have it now.
I'll tell you what I'm really, really happy about. That moron Harloff losing his post to Grace. That's what I'm really happy about. That guy doesn't deserve anything. He's a complete and utter imbecile to the utmost extent. And he's another one who didn't believe anything. And watch what's happening.
Wow. Well, Ty, how do you feel after that being your first match with that big dub?
I feel like the league is finally starting to see what I've known for years. If I bothered to enter the Schmoedown, I would do well, and it just starts today. I don't consider myself a rookie. I really don't. I'm a first-year player. I just had 1 match. There's people who had a match 2 years ago. Are they rookies? I don't know. I'm in the middle of this right now. Just because you don't know who I am now, you will. You will. End of Tyrant.
You will.
Wow. I love that, Tyrant, and I look forward to seeing what you do next. I also look forward to seeing what Christian has to say in response to what Gucci just said tonight.
Am I honored that someone called me an imbecile? You stupid moron, can't even say the word. You know what, Gucci? Stick it up, place, you stupid idiot. Nice hat. I see. I can do that now because I don't have to be that professional. Because you're an idiot. You can't even spell right. You stink like patchouli.
Okay, I will maintain professionalism as my human shield partner takes all of the barbs from Gucci for me, and so I feel fresh as a daisy and ready to talk about how confident the Tyrant looks. He didn't really feel the need to call out too many folks specifically he's looking for because, Christian, he seems hell-bent on a mission to put the league on notice that anyone that crosses his path the wrong way is going down, possibly with another TKO.
He's, as he would say, a tie KO. And as he would say, a tyrant. I like what this guy's doing as far as coming out there and saying he certainly has the moxie to be on the exchange. He certainly has the confidence to be, a force. He's in the right crew. Now, is that the right crew in general? Is that someone you want to, roll those kind of morals next to? I don't think so, but it's working for him clearly. And Winston right now is in a difficult spot. He's in a difficult spot. He managed Bradley, I think, very well, but I'm sure I know how hard Winston takes losses. I know how, especially when it's to an idiot like Gucci. So I think we're going to see that side of Winston and know that he's got to encourage the rookie here too. But I'm also very curious of is there a new strategy that has to happen? There's been a couple of Laura won for them, but there's been a couple tough losses so far. The loss with Zipper, there's been some tough ones here. The loss with Vinny, close, but just hasn't been there yet. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a shift, or maybe not. Maybe they keep doing the same thing.
Hey, you go on a road trip to see grandma, you pick the country road, there's a few tickle bumps along the way, but you don't change course just because you had a little bit of tummy unease. You plow through, you keep going, you stay in your lane, or will there just be total chaos in S.W.A.G? I'm interested to find out. I thought Brad played well, just tough round 2 category, and now with more is our own S.W.A.G. Steph, it's all yours.
Bradley and Winston, thanks for joining me. I know that was a tough loss, but Bradley, you showed incredible grit in your first match. How are you feeling right now?
It's good to get the first match done. I've loved this show for so long. That first question, I was literally about to write it, and I overthought it because it was my first match. And then as soon as I got that first right question, I felt better. And literally, Classics was one that wouldn't have been one that I would have picked if I got Spinner's Choice. But I got the first 2 right, and all I had to do was hopefully get 1 more point, and he happened to steal them, and it cost me.
Winston, Christian mentioned a few tough losses. Are you planning to stick with the swaggy mentality, or will there be a shift moving forward?
I mean, right now I'm just trying to massage all this hurt out of my heart. That's what's going on. But look, Brad had an excellent rookie showing, man. Way to come out the gate handling your business. You got essentially what would it have been an opponent's choice? That would have been we're good with Classics, but of all the things on the board, that was the thing that we were not wanting in this particular juncture, because there were things that would have been so much better. Yeah. The proof was you didn't have to go to multiple choice for the other 2, and I could see it in your face. You the answers were kind of teetering there for those last 2, so it happens, man. You know what I mean? I think don't stress out about that. The questions we got in the 3rd round, we asked those questions in practice. You nailed those. So the thing is, you got the skis. It's right there. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. We've had some tough losses to start the season. I'm not gonna lie. So we gotta look at what's going on. But all of my players are putting up numbers. You know what I'm saying? We got to put up some bigger numbers. It is what it is.
That's true. And Bradley, Winston mentioned you have steez, and I think you absolutely do. The Rubik's Cube is something that I absolutely love. And although the Classics kind of rubbed you the wrong way a little bit today, is that something you're going to be watching more of those Classics? And what will you be implementing for the next match?
100%. I'm going to be watching way more Classics. I'm going to just approach the game from make my weaknesses that much more leveled, and then know what I know, and then just keep working. And I just want to say, Winston's a great manager. This one's on me. He keeps me prepped as best he can, and I love this team, and I can't wait to get back in there and prove that when I get a category that I'm dangerous in, the game might go the exact opposite way.
Winston, I know Gucci isn't always the nicest. Does that just add more salt to the wound that you're feeling today?
Not really, just from the standpoint of we all know how Gucci works. You know what I'm saying? Gucci comes out hot, talking about how look at this. We're We're the exchange, okay? We're the hotness. We go and I lost my mind and now I found it. No, what you found is temporary success, so you can find yourself in 4th place when the season's over. Facts. About no Gucci.
You heard it here. Winston's not worried about no Gucci. Bradley and Winston, I wish you nothing but the best moving forward. Back to you, Mark and Christian.
Look, it's a tough one, and if there's anybody you don't count out, it's Winston Marshall. You see what he did last year. He came back, and the tournament season is obviously not too far away. So once that starts kicking into gear, Winston will be right back in this thing, and he's not that far out now. It's tough. It's tough now with the new point system for the TKOs. It's a -1 on Winston at the moment. But Gucci, I don't like to give him credit at all.
Nobody
that's
does.
It. Mark, back to you.
I know you don't like to give him credit in the movie trivia Schmoedown presented by Theragun, but I will say this for him. The guy knows talent. He knows how to find diamonds in the rough or rising stars that nobody else was able to draft before him. That's clearly the case with Tyrant. But with Winston Marshall and Bradley Tingle, I think that the Cube has inherited some of that swag confidence, even in a loss, that you know what you need to work on. You know what you didn't do up to your own standards in the match. You put it behind you. And you move on. You forgive. You don't necessarily forget, because learning about what your weaknesses are and watching that game tape does strengthen you for the next match.
It does. And it's interesting because you see there have been a few people on swag, whether it's Vinny Mancuso, Eric Zipper, and now Bradley Tingle, making it a point to say, Winston has been on my side. Winston has been with me. Winston has been helping me. I haven't seen that all the way around, but I have seen it from those 3 individuals, and it's good to see. It's nice to see. And there's a lot of other things to see in the movie trivia Schmoedown. We got some big matches coming up this week, but obviously we know the big one that is coming up this Friday. What a massive pay-per-view it is. What a throwdown it is in the undercard. Strange enough to say that this is the undercard. Sassy Stacey Howard, coming off of 2 big wins, goes up against an undefeated competitor, 2-0, Kevin Goodenough Smith. That is going down in the undercard of maybe one of the biggest rematches in Schmoedown history for the movie trivia Schmoedown Championship of the World. Dangerous Dan Murrell takes on the Coyote Adam Collins in a clash for the championship. What an event. The Schmoedownlive.com. Get your tickets now or become a $10 patron. You'll get that match and the free-for-all, which is coming up in just a few weeks. Mark, what an event it is going to be.
Yeah, the dry cleaning bill for me has already surpassed the previous 7 seasons, I believe, and I am here for it because so many great pay-per-views, so many great matches that the folks get to see as patrons first and then on YouTube and other places after the fact. So regardless of which tier you're at, if you want to support us anyway, you can go check out the merch store or you can simply follow us on social media platforms. Check out that Facebook fan page and become a participating member of the Schmoedown today.
A great call, and also we've been doing that for the last few weeks. We take a poll from you guys in the Facebook group, and you vote on who the manager of the week is, who the player of the week is, and then we announce it on the following Monday. So make sure you watch all the matches, check them out, and get on over to the Facebook group and vote today. All right. Once again, thank you to Mark Ellis. Thank you to our great team over here at Skybound, our great question writing team, PJ Campbell, the whole crew, and of course, Steph Sabral, and for myself, and for the Schmoedown community, from all of you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
And for classic Twix.
Peanut butter.
Okay, that was fun. So, yeah, I got 5 questions today. See, the thing is, as soon as I noticed I'm not getting any points in round 2, I kind of figured that the 10 questions thing is off the table, so let's get that out of here. In any case, for Bradley Tingle, I mean, there's not much else to say that hasn't been said before. He got a category he wasn't the best in. And apparently, Lieberman got a category he was really good in. And that happens sometimes, unfortunately. And it happened here today. So, no shade on Winston's side. I'm still happy I wore this. not just because it was the most relevant one I had, but yeah, I'm happy to support S.W.A.G in any way, shape, or form, unless of course Chandru is playing, because F that guy. Anyways, so yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was a really fun and enjoyable match, and I've got 2 more coming up, so I better not waste any more time and get on that. So that's it for this match right now, and I will see you guys in the next Schmoedown reaction coming up soon. Schmoedown! Hello again, everybody! I really hope you enjoyed this video, cause I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.